Welcome back, guys, to another episode. Today we're back, and I apparently can't pick it up, but it's a hobby box. I was at my local card shop, decided, you know what, this is what we're going to go with. I'm going to be backdating a couple videos. I just totally forgot to post them. This one, though, I decided to post up so we can talk about some stuff, too. Probably going to have the podcast here coming up with Trevor and everything. See what, get his opinion on the Leafs. Would this guy, would that have changed everything? Maybe that's all they need. Maybe they just need Johnny T. Maybe just that leadership. But you think you get Jumbo there, you get Spezza there, you get all these guys there. You think they could have still pulled it out against the Canadians, but apparently not. It's kind of said I have a lot of friends that are Leaf fans, a lot of friends. And it's just another frustrating thing, but here we go. There was, the big two Canadian teams. Move that back there. The big two Canadian teams, the big thing about them is they each have two players that make a ton of money. You get Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. For the most part, the Jets kind of held them in check. The Leafs, with Marner and Matthews, and obviously they even have Tavares. The three of them make over $30 million between the three of them, which is crazy, right? Both those teams, both were, heavy favorites. Neither one of them made it out of the first round. So what do you say? What do you, is it worth taking? I know we talked about this all the time, but is it worth them taking the big contracts? Yeah, financially it makes sense for them, right? But the more you win, the better your legacy is. And I guess that depends on what people like, right? Some people care about legacy. Some people couldn't care less. They're like, look, I'm going to get my money while I can. I could destroy my leg in 20 ways tomorrow. I'm going to get the guaranteed contract and go from there. So I'm going to get right into this, though. I say get right into it. We're already 2 minutes into it. You got for the Canadians, it's just torture at this point for Leaf fans. Lucas Bajimo, not a guy that I don't think is playing for the Canadians, but they look good. They had Nick Suzuki, Gallagher finally scored for this first time in all playoffs. Trying to see what they can get. But yeah, I don't know. It's when you get all those guys, and I know, like I mentioned before, and you guys listen to Spit and Chicklets, Sidney Crosby mentioned it. When he took his deal, he could have taken more. Now, did he take, $2 million? No, right? But he did take a bit of a discount, right? $1 million or $2 million or $3 million. I don't know what the max would have been back then for him, but he did take a discount at the end of the day. And, Nathan McKinnon, it's not that he meant to take a discount. He took a discount because he, didn't produce at the start of his career, so he signed a $6 million contract. That allows the Colorado Avalanche to have a bunch of depth, right? So, Jacob Vrana, Adam Gaudette, Bertin. Not the goalie Montreal will be seeing in the second round, hopefully, for Jets fans. Hopefully they keep Hellebuck there. Background before I completely cover it up through Young Guns and stuff. We got Landy once again. We got Mikko Rantanen, who just had a beautiful backhand goal the other night. And then Nathan McKinnon, who is a man on a mission. He is now third all time for points per game in the playoffs. He's first among active, obviously. We got Greenway. He might be the reason why they didn't make it in the second round. That really terrible back check. And then Bowen Byram in the blue marquee rookie. So he hasn't made his playoff debut. I don't know if he will. I think he's still dealing with concussion stuff from a Vegas rookie that's in here. I think Keegan Kolesar. I think he hit him earlier in the year. I think rocked his bell pretty good and hasn't been back since. So we got Armia. Is this Sorkin? Maybe it is for the Rangers. There we go. Keandre Miller. It's a nice card. Bam, young gun number 2. D-man. A lot of guys really liked him. Kind of found I kept on hearing less and less about him as time went on throughout the season, but at the start I remember hearing a lot of people being pretty impressed with him. So I don't know, I just thought I'd come on here. To be honest, I thought about how I'm going to talk to you guys. I said I obviously want to do the podcast, but I'm only one half the podcast. It's hard for me to do it by myself. Got to get Trevor to do it, but he's crazy for work. Dylan Kuglin for the Golden Knights. But he's like a lot of people. Obviously, he's working crazy hours. Everything else. I coach lacrosse 3 nights a week, which isn't helping right now for sure. Sunday nights I'm coaching in a time where we may have been recording instead. Plus, I got to work, so it's the time of year. We got a marquee rookie, Seth Jones. Apparently, he told Columbus, "I'm out of here." So, be interesting to see where he goes. Do they do a sign and trade? You may as well get something for him, right? While you can. Jesper Bratt and Alexiev. So, I don't know. Columbus went from having, Panarin and Duchesne, and obviously I don't think they're crying about Bobrovsky right now, but they had quite a few guys that were pretty good for them, and they're gonna have nothing here soon. Zach Werenski, which I don't know if he's on a long-term deal. Max Domi. Is he over there? I think Max Domi's over there. Who else is there? They got Patrick Laine. How long does he stick around if everybody else leaves? Fleury, does he get the net for game 2 against my boys? Probably should. Kurashev in the marquee rookie. So, have to wait and see. I understand kind of the thought of DeBoer and what he was doing there. He decided, hey, I'm going to obviously, this guy just had a 7-game series. We'll give him a little bit of a rest. That's a nice thing when you have someone like Robin Lehner. You can, afford to give your other goalie a rest, and it's not a big deal. You're not losing. You're not going down from like a really good goalie to like, an AHL starter equivalent, but still not the same. Robbie Fabry. And then we get a clear cut of Derek Stefan. Pretty sure he finished. Did he finish off with Ottawa this year? I think he may have. I know he got traded there. Or signed there, whatever it was. But I can't remember if he... Bam. If he finished there. I remember him not being happy for some reason. I'm trying to remember now. It's been a long season. It's hard to think that the season started in January. Just a weird season though, because it's hard to keep track of. Like, kind of, I don't know. I find myself, maybe you guys are different than me, but I find I kind of keep track of stuff by, seeing my team play a lot of other teams, just seeing the different teams playing all over the place and stuff. I find like this year, obviously with the same teams playing over and over and over again, I kind of get lost in it a little bit. But we get another for the Rangers, Brandon Crowley. There we go. Another young gun. We'll take down. I'll end the suffering for Leaf fans. We'll throw up a Ranger instead. The double Rangers. But I find it was just a weird year to like keep track of stuff, just because like I found the regular season you almost just like lost interest in all of it, because it was like, okay, it's just is what it is. We got another young gun coming up here. This one's gonna be, I can actually show you guys. Can I get this to not stick, please? For the Blackhawks, it's Pui Suter. There we go. Pui's a pretty good done. I had one guy, I shipped one of these out to him. Says he never got it. Meanwhile, I shipped another package the exact same day days later, buddy, got it. Got another card. This guy just never did anything. I'm sure he got it at this point. Sure, I just, he got his refund for the $45. It was great. Perfect. Austin Matthews. 1 goal between him and Mitch Marner in 7 games. 1 goal. That's not going to do it. You're paying these guys crazy money. Zach Hyman looked like the best guy in that line. And yeah, I don't know. I know you do, Leaf fans. There's Robin Leonard. Jake Muzzin didn't play in Game 7. And for the Sharks, John Leonard. It's not terrible. No big rookies yet, but not bad. Like I've said many times, John Leonard's probably, if you're gonna get a Shark, it's probably the guy you want. Now, does he ever become a crazy player? Probably not. We've also flown through 6 or 5 of the young guns already. And I don't even think we're not even halfway through the box. So we're just out of young guns, I guess. Oh my. I mean, we're going to get an exclusive here. Get an exclusive. Get a French. We're going to get them all. Nope. Ryan Johansson, Cam Fowler. There we go. Lafreniere, the marquee rookie. There we go. Pedersen, Matthews. I don't know. It's been pretty good, though. Boston. I think they thought they were going to handle the Islanders pretty handedly, but not the case. They've obviously had they lost in overtime, so the series now tied 1-1. We're going to just go through this. Victor Soderstrom. Chris Tierney behind it. But I don't know, there's some good series coming up. Montreal versus Winnipeg. I think Winnipeg gets that one. You'd almost have to think, right? Does Montreal have enough to do it twice in a row? I think the Winnipeg has that, the depth in scoring that you kind of would be worried about if you're Montreal. Shea Theodore and Ty Dellandrea. Very sloppy this episode, guys. I'm not even going to lie to you. Still kind of just a late night, spur of the moment recording. I still have, what do I have for packs left? 9 packs left? Jeez Louise. Been a while since I opened a hobby box. My hobby box episodes are old, so I'm trying to fly through these, but Gustav Nyquist, Sundquist, Tyler Bozak. I'm dropping all the base cards over here. Ben Hutton. And we got a canvas of, oh, there we go. That's an old school canvas. Peter Bondra. I haven't heard that name in a long time. It's Peter Bondra. It's a pretty sweet card. Bondra. The Capitals 1993 put up 85 points in 83 games. 10 power play goals. 16 NHL seasons. Put up almost 900 points in almost 1,100 games. Not bad numbers. Bam. Peter Bondra. So that's just a cool card. Those are terrible jerseys, though. Those Capital jerseys, they're not good at all. Not even a little bit. Okay, so we got Justin Falk. Sorry about your face. I'm an Avalanche fan. You guys can see it on me. Obviously, I have the backdrop, everything else. That was a dirty hit by Nazem Kadri. I said it on the stream. I was recording during. It may be the episode that was a while ago. That wouldn't be one of the episodes I haven't released yet, I wouldn't think. And I'm pretty sure I say it right in the recording. I'm like, well, I just seen it quickly. I'm like, well, that's 3 games. That's at least 3 games. And it ended up being 8, which is, I'm fine with that. Our team, Seguedulin. Heather Jake Muzzin. Tuca, Halak, sorry, not Tuca. But Kadri just has that reputation. Just that stupid play. Like, not needed at all. Also, what's not needed is the whole Ryan Reeves thing. I'm okay with fighting, and I'm okay with getting a guy back and everything else, but to go a period later and just hold your knee on a guy's face when he's on the ground and punch him a couple times and stuff. Like, Ryan Reeves, you're the toughest guy in the NHL. Hands down. Why are you doing that? Why are you being that little grease bag? Doesn't make sense. David Krejci, Kucherov. We got another young gun here. This one's going to be Philip Maillet. Yikes. If that's all the young guns we get, that is going to be not the greatest end to it. Keandre Miller, Puis Suter, John Leonard, Brandon Crowley, Lucas Vedimo. With 7 packs left to go. That's a whole lot of yikes. That's not a hot hobby box. The Derek Stefan's cool, but that's like $1, I'm sure. If I can even find a comp for it. There's a card you guys should all want. I had to pull the trigger on his rookie card. He's so good though. Patty Marleau, Andreas Bork. Got a guy looking for some of those. We got Michael McNevin, Rookie Phenoms, Ryan Graves. There's a guy that Revo hit, threw down. Like I said, I'm all for like hard hitting plays. I have nothing against Revo. I know some people hate him. I think he's a decent hockey player, but like I said, and I understand like he's gonna fight you, and you know you gotta step up to the bell, and most people don't want to. I understand it. But, you know, you're that tough and you're going to take cheap shots on a guy. Like when he's on the ground, you're going to put your shin pad on his face. Like, put your weight on it. Like, give your head a shake, man. You're better than that. Connor McMichael, the rookie phenom. The marquee rookie, sorry. Man, this has been a slow box. It's hard to get excited for Keandre Miller and Puis Suter and John Leonard. We got Jared McCann. Man, how many of these are going to get? Award winners of Roman Josi, Mete, Chris Dreiger. Should have started Spencer Knight right from the get-go. I understand Bob is your $10 million man. I understand Dreiger played pretty good, but man, you got to know Spencer Knight's that guy that you're going to be looking at. You know he's going to be the goalie of the future for you. Why not just let him take the reins? Like, you can figure out the Bobrovsky thing down the line. Like, Matt Waugh, Sid the Kid, Mikko, Anthony Mantha in the canvas, a Blue Dazzler of Jack Hughes. There you go. Bam, bam. 3 packs left. Thank you guys once again for watching. If you guys haven't yet, you guys can go listen to old episodes on our podcast. I'm not sure when Trevor and I are going to be able to record again. Hopefully soon. Hopefully once he gets done licking his wounds from, you know, Toronto being out. You know, major favorites. Cam Fowler. That's not a bad one. Jaden Schwartz, Sorensen, Capo Caco. Yeah, as a Leafs fan, you feel bad for him. It's unfortunate. And obviously those guys are trying. Matthews is trying. They're all trying to score, right? Matthews, I think, hit one off the post tonight. Everything else, it's just the way the puck luck is sometimes, and they didn't get much of it. So, what do we got here? Oh, we got there's a suit variation of one Mr. Brad Marchand. I sat beside that guy in physics class in high school. Brad Marchand in the suit. Somebody is going to want that card because it's Brad Marchand. That might go to Tucker. That might be where he goes. So we've hit a couple not for sure cards out of this. So we hit a retro canvas I think is what they call it. Maybe it's not even a thing. But if Peter Bondra, we hit a clear cut of Derek Stepan, we hit the suit variation of Brad. Those aren't the variations you want, by the way. If you guys don't know, you probably would want something else other than those guys. But yeah, that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. It's a lot of good rookies in this class, and so far nothing good here. What do we got here? It's another canvas. This one's of Kevin LeBanc. There's Revo right in front of him. I said, why do you do it, Revo? I don't mind you. Just cut that stuff out. He's gone for 2 games, though. So, Mike Smith, they want to sign him back. I guess. Like, not to say that he was the issue, but you're going to pay Mike Smith a bunch of money. He's old, but you're going to give him 3 years, 4 years. And then Ethan Bear. I guess that's it's terrible to see what that guy's gone through. You know, the hate mail, all this other stuff. Just because he made a mistake in the playoffs because they didn't win. You're gonna go after the guy because he's, has his, ancestry and everything else because he's native or indigenous, whatever you want to kind of call it. That's just stupid. Good to see him standing up. So a very slow and kind of boring break, not gonna lie to you guys. Sorry about it. Was just more of a talking point through all this. We said wait to see what Montreal and Winnipeg happens there. Boston and them are already into it. My Colorado Avalanche beat the Vegas Knights 7-1 the other night. They're gonna get 2 nights off, so we'll see what happens there. And then Carolina and Tampa, they're playing, I guess, today, if you guys are watching this. So I think Tampa's going to win it all, like win that series. I don't think they'll win. They got a hard team to beat if everything goes right. But, Tampa having all their guys, getting Kucherov back, not counting against the cap. So they can kind of exploit that. They're kind of like the reverse Maple Leafs, where the Leafs kind of obviously lost Tavares. They lost their big guy, one of the big guys. Tampa's like, no, we're just going to get ours back for nothing and still have a bunch of other guys. So, it'd be kind of weird to see how this playoffs goes. It could go any way. I don't see a Canadian team ending the drought. Just be hard. There's some of the other teams like Carolina's very good. Tampa is very good. Colorado is very good. Vegas is very good. Islanders are very good. Boston is very good. Montreal, Carey Price is very good. The rest of the team, they're okay. And then same thing, Winnipeg. I don't know if they'd have enough to really beat, 2 really good teams, is what they'll have to essentially do at this point, right? So you never know. Crazier things have happened. Let me know who you guys are thinking is going to go out of the second round. Who's going to move on to the semifinals. And anyways, for Eric from the bench, that's it. I said sorry if that wasn't more of an entertaining episode. But we'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.